Hello, welcome to Qi Men Dun Jia lesson 2. Today we're going to share things related to the basic application for Qi Men Dun Jia in your daily lives. So today's lesson is going to be very simple. We just touch base only, and it's just a matter of basic illustration on how it's going to work. And I will not be going into the details on every single steps. So end of the day is this is just an overview of how the application is going to work for Qi Men Dun Jia. All right, today there will be 4 applications in this Qi Men Dun Jia. So one is related to prediction and forecasting and plus solution. So Qi Men Dun Jia can give you a prediction of what's going to happen and forecast what's going to happen. And whether is it good or bad, there will be solutions available within the chart itself to showcase the information. Second, we also touch base on things related to parts reading, on the person's character, and if the life is not so great, there are problems, we can also provide certain solution on that. And the third, we talk about date selection, on choosing the right time to do things so that things will be much more smoother. And we also touch base a little bit on this feng shui adjustment, meaning that the feng shui of the houses, the office, or anywhere that you are working is when we do certain adjustment, we can actually adjust the information and the energy over there. All right, let's move on. So application for Qi Men Dun Jia, forecasting, prediction, plus solution. I will give you a standard chart to see and give you a verbal explanation, very simplified prediction on specific things. So this is a Qi Men Dun Jia chart that is assuming that this is the time that's plotted, 1987, June 27, 1930. So question asked depending on what is the person's, who is the person, what kind of question they ask. It can be any question that they ask. So for example, will this business investment be good? So using the same chart, I will actually give you an illustration on whether the investment is going to be good. Okay, so in this Qi Men Dun Jia definition, or we call prediction, we were able to see this. This is a Geng over here. Geng is actually the answer itself, general answer. Remember, this is a very brief information, Geng. So we see at box number 8, the Geng is over here, meaning that we have a light, we have a darkness, and we have a visor. So generally speaking, if you talk about layman, this is all the red color, meaning that is more or less positive. However, because this box there's a 0 sign over it, there's a circle sign, which is called the Kong, meaning the energy over here at box number 8 is not strong. It will from 80% all the way goes down to 20 to 30%, meaning that I have to take reference from box number 2 to see that this is the general final answer. When there's a death, we know there's a 9 earth and there's a 10 sing, which is the doctor. And we have a horse over here, which also signifies something, meaning that most of the energy will be concentrated in box number 2, with if it's a death. So in any question in terms of investment or anything that's related, is a death, which is the most worst situation in as a general whole. But of course, there are also other boxes we need to take into consideration. But as a layman decipher, we can roughly say that the question of investment will not be very successful. Of course, this is just an overview of it, so you must understand that this is not the final answer. All right, so this is just purely based on prediction and forecasting. And at the same time, because this is a death situation, which is not a good situation, there are also symbols within the other boxes to tell you what can you do to make this thing even better. I mean, the investment is bad, outcome is bad, but there are symbols within the other boxes that is going to produce or counter depending on how you're able to decipher the information and plan do certain things or action to make the things even better. So there are always solutions within the chart itself to give you a specific solution on this bad outcome. Okay, Next, we go to the next application, which is the puzzle reading plus a solution. So puzzle reading is something related to understanding the person's character, the life of the person, what likely to happen. So I give you the same illustration of this person's, which is born in 87, June 27, 1930. So what is his character? The character we can base on this particular thing, the day stamp itself. So box number 9 is the character, and box number 3 is the character, and box number 7 is also the character of the person. So every single symbol tells us a specific range of character. So technically, this person have 9 set of character, which consider a little bit more, because most of the people, they will have 6 sets of character, or of course people who are more focused will only have 3 sets of character. So the worst scenario is that you will have 12 sets of different character. That could be called multiple personality or split personality. It's not really a great thing, but end of the day is it will, everybody have their own chart to signify certain things. So within the chart itself, you see the 9 boxes. Every one of them symbolize things like career, your relationship, your wealth, your business, your indirect wealth, so on and so forth. So end of the day is every single boxes in terms of your relationship with your character. So for example, this partner itself is your relationship star, also called the box. This is your the profit, meaning that your wealth itself, direct wealth, your business. And of course, we have things related to your career, which is over here. Box number 6, which is your career boxes. So, and your interrelationship with yourself in box number 3, 7, and box number 8. So all the elements itself, whether is it produced in harmony or clash, it signifies certain things. So from this basic idea of this Qi Men Dun Jia puzzle reading, we are able to precisionally get the information of the person's character, their life, their wealth, their health, etc., etc., etc. You see, so and from there, when things are no good, every box itself will tell you how to move all this information around to change your life. It can be changed. A lot of puzzle reader or puzzle master say that your life is fixed, but in Qi Men Dun Jia, there are ways to do it. And I have come to a stage whereby I'm able to shift certain things or shift certain character in such a way that there are specific strategies and application to use to change your character, to change your life for the better. Of course, this is very powerful, this is very advanced. Not many people are able to do that because this is something where I have created for the last few years. So next we move on to the next application, is that the date selection. Date selection meaning that we choose a specific date, specific time to do certain things. This is a 1930, that means 7:30 p.m. But within the 9 boxes, it's actually break down into specific minutes. Of course, you are not able to see based on the chart. It's only people who understand the chart will understand every single boxes represents specific minutes. All right. And why do we do that in terms of dissolution? Because when we want to move house, we want to do get married, we want to do a proposal or marriage proposal, or you want to send a proposal quotation to a company. Choosing the right date will actually increase your chances of success. I mean, there are people who say that it's superstitious, but end of the day, if it works, good for you. If it doesn't work, it's okay, because end of the day is as long as you create the best energy for the best outcome, how worse can it be? You see, so it's a matter of creating the best environment, best energy for it. So that's the idea. We don't use superstitions to overwhelm everything. End of the day is, if it's work for you, good for you. We continue. But having said that, we take it as a guide. We don't put 100% too much focus on it. I mean, we take it like 70, 80%. Even if it works, it works. But if it's able to help you to a certain extent, well, I believe it can make a lot of difference comparatively if you don't have anything to take reference from. All right, so this is the selection of dates in terms of Qi Men Dun Jia. Next, feng shui adjustment. So feng shui adjustment is a more complex subject, but eventually I still use the same chart to apply, basing on the question itself by the user and what are they looking for. So for example, in this particular box itself, this is a business profit box. This is a marriage box. So if they are asking for a marriage box, which is over here at the north, this is the direction in the application for the Qi Men Dun Jia. Here is north, here is south. So it's actually opposite. So this is the marriage box, which self is that this marriage box tells me something. So if the marriage is no good, then we can do certain things on the specific different boxes, probably change certain colors, put in certain items, not feng shui items, but certain decorative item like painting, or even a toy, something like whereby it doesn't cost you a lot of fortune, where a small little adjustment will create that particular energy to push it even better. So this is something whereby it's far much complex, and I would not want to talk too much about it because it will be on another lesson. All right, so these are some of the 4 applications related to this Qi Men Dun Jia, and it's only a very, very brief overview. In my next few lessons, I will actually touch base on it when possible, very, very specific case study, the history, the application of it. All right, thank you very much for watching this video.